Have you ever lain awake in bed, every muscle in your body finally weary, yet your mind races on like a runaway train? You're exhausted, so exhausted that you can scarcely keep your eyes open, but still sleep eludes you. You toss from side to side, stare at the familiar patterns of your ceiling, and watch as the clock ticks from midnight to 1:30 a.m. to 3:17 a.m. and you're still wide awake. It's maddening. Once upon a time, dozing off effortlessly was second nature. Now it feels like a luxury gone forever. Maybe you chalk it up to aging. Well, I'm not 20 anymore, you sigh. Or maybe stress has become your constant companion. But what if the culprit lies somewhere far more ordinary? Right in your kitchen. What if the foods you choose in the evening are quietly sabotaging your chances of drifting into dreamland? And what if, simply by swapping out a few snacks and beverages, you could reclaim the deep restorative sleep you've been missing? It's not about flashy supplements or exotic remedies. It's about everyday natural foods. Foods you likely already own, that nudge your body into rest mode. Foods that gently whisper, hey, it's time to slow down. Contrary to popular belief, sleep doesn't have to deteriorate with age. With the right nourishment and timing, you can rejuvenate your nights, fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up genuinely refreshed. No prescription pad required. In the next chapters, we're diving into 6 remarkable sleep-promoting allies hiding in plain sight. These are not miracle cures. Instead, they're gentle, scientifically backed tools your body understands and responds to. We'll explore how cherries, bananas, almonds, oatmeal, turkey, and chamomile tea can transform your evening routine, backed by real-life stories and practical tips for making them work for you. So pour yourself a warm drink, settle into your favorite chair, and stay with me. Because one small bite, one soothing sip, could change the way you sleep for the rest of your life. Why sleep matters now more than ever. Sleep is not a passive state. It's an active, dynamic process in which your body and mind undergo vital restoration. We cycle through stages from light sleep to deep, slow-wave sleep, and on to REM sleep, where dreams ignite our imaginations. Each stage plays a unique role, consolidating memories, repairing tissues, regulating hormones, and fine-tuning our immune defenses. When we skimp on sleep, these processes falter. Short-term effects include foggy thinking, mood swings, and diminished coordination. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation raises the risk of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and cognitive decline. Yet, many of us accept restless nights as an inevitable side effect of growing older. Let's clear up that misconception. While sleep patterns shift with age, poor sleep is not an unavoidable destiny. Often it's a sign that our internal orchestra, hormones, nerves, muscles, and mind, needs a better script. And that script can be written on plates and in mugs, just as much as it can near your bedside table. The science of food and sleep. The foods you eat before bedtime can influence your sleep onset, quality, and duration. How? Through a handful of key mechanisms. Hormone regulation. Certain foods contain precursors to melatonin, the sleep hormone, and serotonin, the precursor to melatonin. Mineral support. Nutrients like magnesium and potassium relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Blood sugar stability. Complex carbohydrates and balanced snacks prevent dips and spikes that can jolt you awake. Digestive ease. Light, easily digestible foods before bed minimize discomfort and nighttime awakenings. Timing also plays a pivotal role. A well-timed snack or sip, 1 to 2 hours before lights out, primes your body to wind down naturally. Now let's unlock the first sleep superfood, one so simple, you might have overlooked it entirely. 1. Tart cherries, the melatonin powerhouses. Imagine a retired mechanic named Harold, a no-nonsense 72-year-old who never gave vitamins or diets a second thought, until sleep became his nemesis. Once he'd slip into bed, flip on the TV, and wake 8 hours later feeling like royalty. Lately, the nights were torture. Tossing, turning, and pacing until dawn. Then a chance encounter in a barbershop magazine introduced him to tart cherry juice. Intrigued by its natural melatonin content, he began sipping half a cup about an hour before bedtime. 2 weeks later, his nights transformed. The tossing ceased, the midnight awakenings vanished. He slept soundly, deeply, and woke up energized. Why tart cherries work? They contain natural melatonin, the hormone that synchronizes your sleep-wake cycle. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. Incorporating tart cherries compensates for this decline, nudging your internal clock back on track. How to use tart cherry juice. 4 to 6 ounces, 1 to 2 hours before bed. Fresh or dried cherries. A small handful, about a quarter cup, if you prefer chewing to sipping. Timing tip. Don't snack immediately before lying down. Give your body 60 to 90 minutes to digest and start metabolizing melatonin. Flavor variations. Mix cherry juice with a splash of sparkling water for a light evening mocktail, or freeze juice into ice cubes for a slow-melting treat. 2. Bananas. Nature's muscle and mind relaxers. Meet Gloria, a sharp-witted 78-year-old church knitting group leader who could talk circles around anyone, except when she woke up abruptly at 2 a.m., mind buzzing like a beehive. Her doctor pointed to low magnesium levels, a common issue in older adults. Gloria balked at another pill bottle and instead asked if food could help. Enter the humble banana. She began eating one banana about an hour before bed. Within days, the jarring wake-ups softened. Her mind felt calm. Her muscles felt soothed. The nightly jolt of anxiety dissolved into gentle transitions between sleep stages. Science behind bananas. Magnesium, a natural relaxant that soothes nerves and eases muscle tension. Potassium, helps prevent muscle cramps and restless leg sensations. Fiber, slows sugar absorption, avoiding blood sugar spikes that can disrupt sleep. Enhancement, pair with a tablespoon of almond butter to incorporate healthy fats, further stabilizing blood sugar and curbing midnight hunger pangs. Pro tip, choose bananas that are ripe but firm. Too green and the starch content may cause indigestion. Too brown and the sugar rush could spike energy levels. 3. Almonds, tiny nuts, tremendous benefits. Sam, an 81-year-old retired math teacher, spent decades solving equations with ease. But recently, his body presented a problem no textbook addressed. Restless legs that twitched and throbbed just as sleep approached. Baths and stretches failed until his nutritionist daughter suggested a simple intervention: almonds. Each night, Sam ate 8 to 10 raw almonds an hour before bedtime. The twitching subsided, and before long, he slept without interruption, like a boulder dropped into a calm lake. Why almonds help? Magnesium promotes muscle relaxation and calm. Tryptophan, an amino acid precursor to serotonin and melatonin. Healthy fats and protein provide steady energy release without blood sugar crashes. Selecting your almonds, raw or dry roasted. Avoid salted, seasoned, or sugar-coated varieties. Portion control. Keep it to a small handful, 8 to 10 nuts, to avoid excess calories and potential indigestion. Timing reminder. For optimal results, eat almonds about 60 minutes before bed and resist snacking on them throughout the evening. 4. Oatmeal, a cozy bowl of carbohydrate comfort. Picture Margaret, 75, whose garden could grace any magazine cover. Yet at night, her mind ping-ponged between chores of the day, making sleep impossible. White noise machines and chamomile tea offered only mild relief. One evening, she opted for a miniature bowl of oatmeal, not the massive breakfast portion, but a cozy spoonful sip of warmth. She stirred in cinnamon and banana slices, and in minutes her breathing slowed, her thoughts quieted, and she drifted off with ease. Why oatmeal? Complex carbs raise blood sugar slowly, triggering serotonin release. Calcium pairing. When prepared with milk or almond milk, calcium helps convert serotonin into melatonin. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar. Bedtime recipe: a quarter cup old-fashioned oats, half a cup almond milk or milk of choice, pinch of cinnamon. Toppings: banana slices or a few dried cherries. Microwave/stovetop for 1 to 2 minutes until creamy. Serving size: keep it small. Think snack bowl, not full meal. 5. Turkey, the classic sleep-triggering protein. Think back to that post-Thanksgiving drowsiness. That turkey-induced droopiness isn't just folklore. It's science. Turkey is rich in tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. For seniors, preserving muscle mass is critical too. A small serving of lean turkey before bed does double duty, fueling sleep and supporting strength. How to enjoy: 2 to 3 ounces of roasted turkey breast, eaten 2 to 3 hours before bed to allow gentle digestion. Optional wrap. Whole grain tortilla with mustard and leafy greens. Why small portion? Too much protein before bed can disrupt digestion, but a modest serving delivers tryptophan without burdening your system. 6. Chamomile tea, the timeless nightcap. Meet Elaine, an 83-year-old crossword champion who never misses her cup of chamomile tea as dusk settles in. In her silent ritual, no screens, no distractions, she cradles the warm mug, inhales the floral scent, and lets her mind unwind. Chamomile contains apigenin, an antioxidant that binds to specific receptors in the brain, dialing down anxiety and inviting calm. It's a ceremony as much as a beverage. Brewing guide. Steep 1 tea bag or 1 tablespoon loose flowers in 8 ounces of hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Drink 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Optional. Add a teaspoon of honey or a splash of almond milk for creaminess. Ritual tips. Create a quiet environment. Dim lights, no screens. Hold the mug in both hands to feel warmth spread through your body. Putting it all together. Crafting your nighttime nourishment plan. Choose 1 or 2 allies to start. Maybe tart cherry juice tonight and chamomile tea tomorrow. Time your intake. Aim for 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Keep portions modest to avoid digestive discomfort. Pair wisely. Combine carbs with calcium or healthy fats for synergistic effects. Be consistent. Give each new habit at least 2 weeks to show results. Track how you feel in a sleep journal. Note the food, timing, and sleep quality. Small adjustments can yield big improvements over time. Complementary lifestyle tips. Dim the lights an hour before bed. This signals your brain to produce melatonin. Establish a wind-down routine: reading, gentle stretches, meditation. Keep your bedroom cool and dark for optimal sleep environment. Limit screen time to reduce blue light exposure. Practice mindfulness or breathing exercises for added calm. Conclusion. Your path to restorative sleep. Restful sleep isn't a relic of youth. It's a gift within reach at any age. By harnessing the quiet power of everyday foods, tart cherries, bananas, almonds, oatmeal, turkey, and chamomile tea, you can send clear signals to your body that it's time to restore, heal, and rejuvenate. Start with 1 small change this week. Maybe you swap your evening cookie for a handful of almonds or brew a calming mug of chamomile tea. Notice how your body responds. With patience, consistency, and the right nourishment, you'll rediscover the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. Sweet dreams await. 1 bite, 1 sip, 1 night at a time.